Hey guys, Cynthia here. With our April Paper Pumpkin set, we got this extra little stamp set that has the flower and a Mother's Day greeting, Happy Spring, and then this one that I like, To the Loveliest Person I Know, and I'm going to use that today. I created this panel that's embossed on black paper with teal and gold glimmer spray and a label, and using our Nouveau drops and our stamp. So I thought I'd show you that today. I'm going to mount it on this gray cardstock. So what I did was I ran through a Sizzix folder, embossing folder on my Big Shot, and it's this lovely pattern here, and we end up with, this is just from Recollections, black cardstock, and it's this beautiful embossed panel that we have. So to get the color on it, to kind of make the design pop even more, I took some Avery L pigment ink in aquamarine, and it's this really nice teal blue color, and I just simply rubbed it lightly over that design, and you can see already, hopefully here, the design already starting to stick out. And we're not trying to be too exact about it because we want it to be this sort of distressed feel. But we're just hitting those raised parts there. I'm going to come over here and get this corner. And this is just a nice quick way to add some interest to your embossing folders, and a way to use those. Rather than just the embossing, but that's nice too. So I've got this teal all over. Zoom back out here. And then we're going to go ahead and spray it with some gold glimmer mist. I have a video on what you can do with these cereal boxes once they've been sprayed to death. You can use these as well. So recycle, recycle. So we paid for that ink, so we might as well use it. I'm going to pick, what did I use? I'm not quite sure. I don't know that I remember, but I think maybe we'll go for this Tattered Angels in Sunlight. Doesn't have to be the exact anyway, but you get the idea. Use what you have. Just something shimmery and light and transparent so that the teal and the black still come through. You can see as it gets wet, I'm going to let some bigger drops fall on there too as well. It just adds some really nice shimmer to it without blocking out the other things. I'll go ahead and dry that with my heat tool. So our panel is ready. We're going to round the corners in just a little bit, but as you can see, hopefully, that just gives a really pretty shimmer. I mean, it's just, I love that black, teal, and gold. Very, very nice. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside momentarily and work on our sentiment here. So I've got, from Spellbinders, has this really nice label set. And this is from that set. This is one of the larger labels, and I just love the scrolly work that matches the scrolls of the embossing folder. So that's what I chose, and I just did it on some gray cardstock. You could use whatever, but I wanted the teal sentiment to pop out. So I wanted to use something light but not white. Alright, so I'm in the same ink. I'm going to stamp this. Susan. Alright, clean that off in a little bit. Then what I did was I attached this via some little just cheap silver brads, and as you can see, we're going to embellish those. So I want to do that before I put it on the card base, otherwise when the person opens it they're going to see brads, which isn't the end of the world, but it's a nicer finish if you can just do the card panel first. So go ahead and get our brads. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and go through the holes that are already there. So I'm going to kind of line it up, trying to center on this middle piece, just like so. Then you can kind of take a paper piercer and just poke a hole there. Get it started. Then, before I do that, because that's going to take some time to dry, so that's kind of the last thing we want to do, I'm going to go ahead and get this situated here. This is a 5.5 by 4.25 piece of cardstock, and so what you do is cut that the same way out of this, only double one side. So in this case, we're going to open it up this way. So this would be quarter end, and then this would be 11. So you just take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut it, and then score it and fold it, and then cut it with the corner rounders. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. I have a Martha Stewart one, but Stampin' Up! One has as well. That has one as well, and this is just what I had previous. Clear off our space here. So we have our rounded corners, our stamped image, and then you can just adhere that to your front panel like so. And then what you can just use score tape, or you can use your tape runner. There's a little warpage occurring because of the fact that we sprayed it with ink, so you might find that something strong like a score tape would be a better use, especially since this is embossed as well and it's not a flat back, you know, so just FYI there. Okay, to make our embellishments there, I have used from Crystal Drops from Nouveau, and I've got the color Caribbean Ocean and Bright Gold. And so I put the Caribbean Ocean on first. They're very pretty. And we're just going to kind of paint it, if you will. See if I can get a little bit of dried tin, just to kind of get the, if it's stopped up there in the, I just have a dedicated sewing pin to do that. And once it comes out, we're just going to kind of use the tip of the nozzle to manipulate that. I'm kind of tapping the bottom so that the little Hershey Kiss effect there drops slightly. Then we want to take our gold, and that's ready to come out, and we're just going to put it right centered on top. You don't need a lot of that, because once we tap it underneath, the gold will settle and be a little bit wider. Okay, and that will need to dry for a while. Say, you know, make it in the morning and it'll be ready by the evening, type of thing. Or make it in the evening, be ready the next day for sure. And there you have it. You would just, again, attach. You can stamp on the inside with whatever you like, but I like the stamp sets they gave. The April Paper Pumpkin really gave us a lot of choices. With there's a whole nother stamp set, and then there's this one. And I like that neutral saying there as well. So once Mother's Day is over, we can still use those stamps for different things. So to the loveliest person I know, I thought that was a real pretty easy card. Very, very quick to make. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and give this a thumbs up and subscribe. And have a great, great day.